Okay, fellas, look, we've got a big chance today to wrap up a top 8 spot in the Europa League. But you may notice a few new faces around the dressing room as well. I want you to make them all feel very welcome, okay? No one's playing time's going to be impacted, I promise. Look, mate, don't think about it, just trust me.
Jarune, za tebe mi dijete diše, tu je važno samo jedno, nogomet i ništa više. Jarune.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to your run on the Impossible Dream. It is Season 8, Episode 8 today. We will end our Europa League phase. We have Legia Warsaw away from home and then Sparta Prague. If Sparta Prague doesn't really mean anything, we've got Dinamo after that, so we might skip over it. We'll see how we go. But the big news that has happened is that transfer window is open again, so our 3 new signings have arrived. Under £1 million for the 3 of them. I think we've done very well here in truth. So that, as a reminder, is Christian Holt, our new left back option. Very good cross up, only 18, and to pick up on a free transfer is very nice indeed, I would say. Next up, it is our new right back, £875,000 for him, and again, very promising young player. So 18-year-old, 7 caps already for Slovakia, this kid. And then the last one is our pig to fatten, 40 grand for Alexander Kozayev. He is on 40. We paid 40 grand. He's on 8 grand a week. So a little bit expensive, but I think you can agree. There's a decent striker there, and we'll use him. We'll hopefully sell him on, if not the summer, then within the next season or so. But again, an international for Ukraine at 20, and getting him for 40 grand is not the worst thing that can happen. That's for sure. So those are the transfers in. We'll probably see some out, just for the reality of I've got to give game time to people, and we've got three right backs, I think, and 4 left backs, or vice versa. So we're stacked. we might need to do so. I did try to actually loan Reyes, our young Argentinian left back, out to Bordeaux, but they can only have 3 players, and they've already got 3. So we might need another affiliate in the second tier to try and loan players out to, I think, because they can only have 3 while they're in the same division as us. So that's that. There is one game to catch you up on since last episode, though. That was the final game before the winter break. It was in the league against Varisden, so let's see how we went. Antwi cross for Matanovic to give us an early lead. And Siraj pounced on a mix-up to make it 2-0 at half-time. But Varisden pulled one back in the second half. So I would say that we struggled past them is probably the best way to describe it. We were the better side, I think, just about. You can see possession was even, though we did do more with it. 2-1 is probably just about right, I would say. So quick reminder of the league table, although we are focused more on Europe for this episode. And we've got a 6-point gap over Dinamo Zagreb currently. They dropped points. They drew somebody before the winter break, so that's why we are now 6 points clear. It's looking good, but we don't want to take our eye off the ball. We've seen other teams get to the top and choke. We don't want to be one of them. If we look at some of the league leaders at the halfway point of the season, and Ronaldo Cocaine is up there with 11, and then we've got all us on average match ratings. We've got Torres up there with assists. We've got some man of the match awards and no clean sheets, as is traditional at this club. But Legia Warsaw is up first. And we should probably have a quick reminder of how the Europa League table looks. We have guaranteed ourselves getting through already. If we win today against Legia, we're more or less guaranteed a top 8 spot. So, as I say, we'll see how things are looking, whether we have to play Sparta Prague, though they themselves are looking quite good up there, aren't they? So, as I say, first game is against Legia. They're down there in 29th. And so this really is a game that we should be expecting to win, I would have thought, even if it is away from home. So we're expecting a 4... What do we call that? A 7-3? Anyway, this is the team we're sending out. It is Utonen in goal. Now, Fatakanti and Williams have apparently developed a dislike of each other. I think that's from some friendlies that they played where we conceded a few goals, but we need to kind of even that out if we can and get them back to being friends. Torres and Rupnik will go down the wings. We've got Sithol, Novak, Kakavenga, Siraj, Bertic, and Cocaine Ronaldo. All right, now I don't recognise too many names here. I think we played Legia last season, didn't we, at some point? Or did we play them in the Champions League qualifiers? I can't remember now. Anyway, let's say we can potentially qualify for a round of 16 if we get a point here. I think we need more than that, but I think the point excuse the pun, does still stand. We just need to get ourselves into the round of 16. And of course, if we get into that top 8, that means we do miss a round of Europe, which can only be good because it's that much more we can focus on the league. And as I've mentioned before, I think I have anyway, although there's no money in the league necessarily, because there is a guaranteed Champions League spot on the league right now, effectively you're guaranteeing yourself that 12-odd million plus any other money that comes with being in the Champions League. And you would hope at some point through that you're going to win a game or pick up some points. That's going to be more money. So you're just sort of guaranteeing yourself all of that, plus the prestige and whatnot. So yeah, there is actually quite a bit riding on the league right now, which again is why maybe it's not completely our strongest team that we've put out here. But someone like Novak, I mean, he signed an extension with us. He's just playing really well. So I don't have too many qualms about sticking him out in the game like this anymore. Della Vabora he was unhappy because we didn't win the cup, as somehow that has stayed out. He's got over that now. So we were on the verge, to be honest, of selling him. I think we're trying to get 7 million for him, which we might still do. Avia's in. Avia scores. Is he onside? It looks like he is. He is still refusing to negotiate a new contract. I'm actually terrified to play him because at some point the secret's going to get out. But it's Novak that's played him in. He's hit that into the ground and bounced it over the goalkeeper. I mean, that is the level of finishing that we're playing. He's playing a different game to the rest of us. So, 17 points. That is surely enough to get us into the top 8. That's actually 19 points now. And could we dream of topping the Europa League phase? Those points we dropped against Trabzonspor, they were so needless, weren't they? It's so frustrating now you look back and just think, what could have been. But anyway, we'll keep going here. Lokomotiva are losing 2-0 to Atletico Madrid. So that shows that we're on a different level to them, although they've had to go to Spain. We hosted them, so that maybe is a little bit different. We've got a corner to defend here. Can we get that away? We can't. And it's 1-1 midway through the first half, and that's always frustrating to concede goals like that, isn't it? Rupnik only playing a 6-5 and on a booking. It's Fatakanti that is, I think, lipped for it and not quite got there. Let's give it an encourage then. And that puts us back down now to 6th in the standings, which isn't going to be enough, is it? We would need to... now, they've got a lot of inside and inverted. Are we trapping them on the outside? We are. Yeah, I mean, that's not going to be enough. We would need to get something from the final game, obviously. But, I mean, we are away from home. Points not the worst, but, you know, we want to win, don't we? And we've more or less dominated the game. They scored from their only shot, and it was from a corner. So, the scoreline doesn't reflect the pattern of the game. Let's go with that. We'll fist pump. Get out there, rah, 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 and do your thing. Do we want to make a change? Bertic isn't having a great game. Siraj, maybe not so much either. I think Rupnik, considering we have Della Vabora on the bench, that's one that we can make. Let's take it off, exploit the middle, and see if that helps us at all. And we've got a kick-off highlight. Ball across. We should win that, shouldn't we? We've just about bullied it back through Siraj, and what a player he is becoming. Fatakanti to Williams. Nice ball forward for Novak to Kakavenga, back from his injury, of course. Della Vabora. Can he whip a cross in now? Della Vabora, it's to the near post, it's away. Kakavenga to Novak. Novak in there for Avia. Avia to Torres. Torres scores! And a minute into the second half, and we are back in front. It is 2-1 to Jarun. Let's tell them to focus, perhaps. And they just never cleared it. Nice ball there from Kakavenga. Novak did well. Avia kept his head. It's a well-worked goal, isn't it? Everybody just sort of... No one sort of got the rush of blood and shot. Everybody kept their heads, looked for the man in a better position, and eventually we found him. It was Hugo Torres, and he stuck it in the back of the net. So back up to 2nd in the standings we go. Della Vabora with a throw. To Kakavenga. Kakavenga to Deliver Bora. It's back to Kakavenga. Kakavenga tries to bend when he's hit the inside of the post. And somehow it has stayed out. Legia try to come up the other end, and they've cleared it into touch for the Jarun throw-in. Alright, we need another goal, you suspect, just to be a little bit more comfortable. Because other than that corner, we've not really seen that much from them. But it is just a one-goal game right now. Novak, nice ball for Avia. Bertic loses out, though. And again, we've just got that back nice and comfortably. So we'll start again. Williams. Across to Fatakanti. He gets it wide. Nice ball there for Deliver Bora. Sithole. Sithole to Deliver Bora. To Sithole. It's Avia. Avia. Nice ball for Torres. Torres. Is he going to get a brain rush? Oh, it's still there. And Torres has a second. The ref's got a problem with it. Offside is the call. Now, it has been given. I was going to say, it comes down to when the ball comes back to Torres, how does it come back to him? Because he probably... Oh, no, he's not even close. I don't understand why we're even looking at offside there. Anyway, we've got our second goal. That's what we wanted. It's 3-1. And can we go and pad the lead even further now? We've got Gorica in the league coming up next. And then it's Sparta Prague. As we've won that back with Torres to Kakavenga. I've said it before, Torres is just looking like an absolute star of the game. Here we go with Deliver Bora in a little bit of space. Rupnik never had that space. Avia has absolutely belted it through the goalkeeper. It's his 19th of the season. It's 4-1. And the problem is we can't really take Avia off now. He's on a hat-trick, can we? He's kept himself on side brilliantly and just absolutely smacked it. And yeah, second half has been much, much better, hasn't it? We've taken our chances more like you would expect us to. And Fatakanti is down here, which is slightly concerning. His health looks okay. Bertic over a free kick. Not seen much of him today, and he hits that into the wall. It'll be a corner. And Bertic will take. Now, have I got Skoko on the bench? Because Skoko has just come back from his injury as well. Yeah, we could give him a little bit of match time here. I think we can trust him not to let us down. And it's a good opportunity to, like I say, get some minutes into his legs as he comes back from injury. Bertic to Kakavenga. Kakavenga! He's looking to add the latest to his European wonder strikes. And Bertic will take a corner. Skoko is on now. Ball into the mixer. It's headed towards goal, but the goalkeeper's there. And we can give them the shout now. It's too late to make subs now anyway. We have had a bid for Borchman come in. 5 million plus a 50% sell-on from Porto. So I've accepted that. That seems like a pretty good deal for a young centre-back that is good, but not outstanding. So yeah, if that comes through, we'll sell him and we'll call back Screwball from Bordeaux. Now, what that would actually, I'm talking through this now, and we might do that anyway, because what that would then allow us to do is send Reyes to Bordeaux, and I think I'd rather Reyes be there, to be honest, to get the game time, because we've got too many left backs right now. I do think the long term is a 28-year-old Deliver Bora might move on if we get a good fee for him. But equally, we don't want a team of just kids necessarily. But that's been a really good, solid win, by the by. So we're not guaranteed it yet. Girona is outside and could, in theory, catch us. But you'd like to think that we've done enough there to get ourselves into the top 8. Realistically, if not mathematically, I'd say we're there. Okay, so Porto have offered us to loan Borchman back. I don't see a need for us to do that, to be honest. So we've got 500,000. We've battered Legia. And yeah, so that's the teams that are through. We were already through. Torres with a double. And yeah, so he's done quite well there. And what else have we got here? That's a nothing. And Torres stars in the Europa League game. So I'll go and play through Gorica. And then we'll see if we're coming back. We'll probably come back for the final game against Sparta and see if we can indeed guarantee. I mean, could we top the league? There's always that, you know, if we win, we could top the league if Monaco slip up. Okay, welcome back. Now, we are trying to get into the top 8. We're trying to even top the Europa League if we're lucky. But having taken Tosic off our hands by triggering a release fee, they could be about to do the same thing as Leicester with Avia, because he has a 6 million release fee, as we know, and well, they're sniffing around. It could have happened. The window's not closed yet at January 30th. Yeah, this could be the last time we see him, which is so frustrating. But again, these guys don't sign without the release fee, and it's just annoying that that's how we've got potentially 2 absolute stars of the game could be leaving us. But anyway, there's one game to catch you up on. That was in the league against Gorica. So let's go see how we did there. We took a first half lead when Palumbo played in Matanovic. But Gorica pulled level early in the second half. So, dropped points. The lead to Dinamo at the top is cut to 4. And we just have a really hard time playing Gorica. Yeah, I mean, the goal they scored was more luck than anything. I mean, that was a good shot, obviously, but, you know, you wouldn't do that twice in a game, would you? So, yeah, maybe a little bit guilty of not playing a strong enough side, but I don't think we were necessarily outplayed. We had more possession. XG was about even, so, you know, a draw, I guess, was even. They're just a bit of a bogey side for us, to be honest, is Gorica. So, yeah, frustrating, obviously. But let's go and see what we're doing here against Sparta Prague. And the scouts don't know what they're talking about again, because 3-4-3, I doubt that's what they're going to come out in. Maybe it is. You know, they're doing quite well. Now, we're going to try and send out a similar side, because having dropped points to Gorica, we really do need to make sure that we are winning the league now against the league game against Dinamo, getting that gap right out. But I've noticed some heavy match loads here. You know what? Maybe we just go with it on this occasion. Let's get Borchman on for Turnitsky, because I don't completely trust him anyway. So Jutunen in goal, Borchman and Bensic will be at the back. It is Kovacic making a first appearance for us. Let's hope he has a debut to remember, with Rupnik going down the left, Jakic, Novak, Hekavanga, Skoko, Akbarsley and Avia, who, among other things, it could be the last time we've seen, but we've also had the promising first-team football, so that wouldn't be the difference between him staying or not, but he wouldn't negotiate a contract anyway. But look at his star rating. He's so much better than everybody else here. All right, so we can see the team sheets here. Now, one other player that we won't be seeing again is Dekic. He's officially left. He's gone off to Spain, which is fine. Let's say we're favourites. Go out there and make sure everybody knows why. That might be a little bit too much pressure to put on us, but to be honest, we should beat Sparta Prague, shouldn't we? So they have come out differently to what we're expecting, but that's fine, because I kind of expected the scouts to not get that one right. But yeah, well, we'll see. Well, obviously a big game against Dinamo. I think I'm right in saying if we win this, it'd be nice. We would be very unlucky to not get into the round of 16 from here automatically, you know, finish in the top 8. If that happens to go against us, then so be it, to be honest. I mean, even more so than the Europa League this season, I just think winning the league and getting that Champions League money for next season is arguably more important. So that Dinamo game is absolutely vital away from home. If we don't lose as well, if we draw or beat them, then we've got the head-to-head over them for the season. That's then an extra point, essentially. So, yeah, I think given that we are going to be playing knockout football, I just think that we've got to put the emphasis on the Dinamo game, which comes up after this, and so that's what we're doing. Now, Girona were the team that was just outside, weren't they? Kakavenga with a corner, and it's flicked away. Kovacic, that's the first we've seen him touch the ball as a Jarun player. Novak! It is over. In truth, it was nowhere near. I wasn't sure if it took a deflection, but no, it was just not a great shot. But I mean, the fact that we picked Novak for games like this, I think is, and he doesn't look out of place, I think is showing well. That's looks good on him, I suppose, doesn't it? That he's able to compete at this level already. And all right, do we demand more? We did say we are the favourites to go and win. That's not really worked in truth. And it could be one of these with dominating possession that maybe we need to just go and look to be a little bit more direct here and see what happens. Can we get the breakthrough before half time? We've got a highlight, or do we? disappointing. And that might be that. A point, of course, will guarantee us getting through. So that's fine. I think if Sparta were to get a top 8, they would need more than that. I don't want to play for a point is the thing. Let's say we're not happy. You know, obviously I want to get through. But there's still 500,000, you know, 500,000 if we win it. That's considering it's not. If it was different, if it was this is the difference between us getting into the knockout rounds and not. If we're sort of scrapping around for 28th, but as things stand, and I'm pretty sure that result means that even if we lose, we would get through because I think Girona was the team in 9th and they were 3 points back of us. So Skoko is not having a great game again. Oh, and he's been turned there, and we do go 1 goal down. So we'll get rid of that. Yeah, okay, so let's just try this and see if it works. Benasek isn't having a great game. Skoko, yeah, just let his man go there. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not really sure why he's back there marking him anyway. But if that's where you do find yourself, then you do need to do a little bit better than that. What I don't want to do is bring Siraj on because I really do want him to be fresh for the game against Dinamo. Got a bit of possession now. Borchman to Novak. Novak across there for Kovacic. Kovacic, oh, just cleared away. But Benasek has it. Come on, boys, come on. Jakic. Look at Rupnik. We go the other way. That's fine. There's a nice ball. Skoko. Can he pull it back across in front of the goal? We can. And Bosley has his 7th, and it's 1-1. Back in the game, just like that. Very, very quickly as well, because they scored just before the hour mark, I think, didn't they? So we've got ourselves back level, and everybody really played their role. Nice ball forward from Kovacic, it has to be said. And goalkeeper, goalkeeper's put it on a plate for him, hasn't he? So that's good. Let's encourage them. Let's see more of that, please. Avia's had his start now. Let's get him off so he's fresh, so to speak. For let's get Medzar on. So he's fresh for Dinamo. Because we want to put our strongest team out against them. Look at the match momentum. We've dominated the game. Can we go and win it though? That is the big question. Here we go. Borchman in what could be his last game before going off to Porto. Rupnik. Ball in for Kakavenga. For Borchman. Borchman for Novak. He's got a little bit of space. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. It's picked up by Skoko. Can he lay another one back across? We go back for Novak. Benasek. And that's the highlight. Oh, so unlucky. Is there another goal in this one? We've got another highlight as we go to just over 5 minutes to play. Borchman can't win the header. And let's let them in behind. Rupnik gets back. Oh, the clearance has gone into somebody. I don't know if it was whose player it was. And we are behind again. Borchman's got to do a little bit better there, doesn't he? If you're not going to win the header, then just go with him. But we got back okay, and Benasek has just cleared it straight into Nagy. Or Nagy, or however you say that. And is there going to be anything in this one for us? We played a weakened team. We rolled the dice. And the dice look like they're coming back with a... not today, sunshine. All right, let's just make a last-ditched attempt for something to happen here. And it doesn't look like it is. So we've ended up with nothing. Hopefully, it's going to have been enough to get us into the top 8. But we should have done a lot better with that one, shouldn't we? We really, really should have. So it's 5th. So we are, in the end, comfortably through by a point, but that was always likely to be the case. I think that we were going to get through. So disappointing to not be a little bit higher up, but top 8's top 8, and we are through. So Jarun fall to late defeat. Teams that have secured their way through, that's all well below us. Kovacic makes his debut. We're into the last 16. 135 grand for something. And go on then. Let's see Dynamo. Let's go and play that game as well. Yeah, no, we should. Don't worry. We'll smash Dynamo for you, mate. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it is a transfer record. Yeah, big record for the club. And I tell you what, he's really good as well. Cannot wait to see him out there in the Jarun shirt. Oh, it's going to be really good, mate. Really good. Hello? Newcastle, what do you want? No. No, please don't. No, please don't. So, we have had a change of plans. I am absolutely just drained. Ronaldo Avila has had his release fee triggered by Newcastle on their deadline day. So, he's gone off there, 6 million. The worst thing, look at that estimated transfer value now. Just give us 50%. I mean, it's the second one, isn't it? We saw Tosic get triggered and he's similar value. I mean, we could have been the richest club in the world if we could have just sold on our terms kind of thing. I would have accepted, 6 million plus 50%. That would have been not fine. I'll still be annoyed, but it's just... So anyway, leave your favourite memories of Ronaldo Avila's 6 months with us. What a player he's going to be. And he's not going to be it with us, unfortunately. Oh, he's so good. He's only 19. Anyway, we've had a little bit of other movement, so it's sort of the end of this episode. It turns into a little mini transfer special. So let's catch you up on what's happened. So Borchman has gone to Porto, 4.2 million, 50% sell on. That's what we want. We just want that 50% sell on. His value's gone up a little bit. He's wanted, I'm assuming, on loan. Yeah. So yeah, good luck to him. I think it's a good deal for us. It probably is a good deal for Porto as well. They've got themselves a decent centre back there, and I mean, he always did well for us. But I just thought that fee was pretty good to turn down. I mean, it's almost as much as friggin' what's his face that just left. But we have replaced him because we know that Triantis might want to leave as well. And the player that we've got is a new transfer record for the club. At least I think it is. It's Tarek Buchman as opposed to Borchman. So 9.75 million plus potentially rising up if he plays 50 games. He is a 25-year-old German international centre-back. So that's always nice. And that reminds me a little bit of Lars Degen. If you watched, that was Gundavik, wasn't it, Lars Degen? Let's have a quick look at him here. And there is quite a bit to like about him. Physically, mentally, he is very, very good. Technically, for a defender, he has what he needs. He's on 19 grand a week, or 19.5 grand a week. And I think he's going to slot right in next to Williams. He's 25, so he's right in that good age. And there's no real weakness in his game. And there's, you'd argue, physically, quite a few strengths as well. Now, you can already see his transfer value is up. He was unhappy and transfer listed at Dortmund, so we snapped him up on their deadline day. His career to date, he's sort of done his tour of the main German teams, Bayern Munich and Dortmund, Wolfsburg in between, and he's gone for a lot of money in terms of transfer fees, but never really settled into a team. So I don't know why that is. The scouting report doesn't suggest there's anything wrong with him. So yeah, well, we've got him. We'll see what we get, and it doesn't make up for the fact that Villa left, but it's certainly a nice signing to have. So our transfer window is still very much open. We do have money to spend. So what we'll do is we'll come back next time for Dynamo, and we'll do Istra, I guess. I can't do a game now. I just feel like crying. So we're going to get up episode length. I didn't realize we were going to have a little mini transfer special there. But we booked ourselves into the round of 16. That's something. And we've got other strikers. We might look to see if we can sign somebody. The problem is that it happened so late in the window that the other options that were maybe there for us have gone elsewhere now. So, yeah, there was no interest in him. And just out of the blue, there's that message for Leicester, and then bang, there was like six teams that all came in for him at once. So, there we go. But we've got 20 million to spend. We've been pushing the wage budget up and up and up as well. It's just disappointing, isn't it? It's just so disappointing. But we'll get another one. We'll scout the next Gen 50 and hopefully we find the next Avila. Anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And what a crap way to end the week. Take care.